Hola, hola, muy buenas tardes. Espero que tengan muy buen día con estos calores, sequía y demás. Nos quedamos aquí, íbamos a hacer el MSQ. Nada más termino de hacer unas cosas de este lado que se me olvidaron. Ah, no, ya no. Ok, bueno. Nos vamos a cambiar el volumen que está por los pelos. You are going a good time. You are going a good time, Jengo. But we both recently completed our inquiries. What what was yours? I was not aware of these events. The boy Ise, he told you all this. Such disgraceful, despicable crimes. If I knew the men responsible, I would not hesitate to hunt them on land. Forgive me that outburst. That outburst was unbecoming. The more I learn of the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find to marshal my emotions. Could Lord Hien have foreseen this? That our people's spirit would be broken so? Though at first I scoffed at his pronouncement, it feels all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. Mira, por fin. Dame guantes nuevos. Vamos a ver qué queda mejor. No, todavía este. Bueno. Despite everything we have seen and learned, I refuse to renounce this cause. We shall return to the House of the Fierce and consult with our comrades. Perhaps together we might. Do you hear that? Quickly, we must find a place to hide. Oh no. Oh, a ver. Ok. Ahora de repente hay más cosas. Okay. Pues vamos a tomarlos. Ok, ahora sí. Vamos al escondite. Al escondite escondido. Más te vale, Lice, no salir corriendo. Something Rubin, I didn't hear anything. Behind me, Jengo, te confront some. ¡Ah! ¿Quién viene?
Imperials.
Sus cascos feos.
but you're milling about like a pack of slack-jawed mongrels. Form a line, now! Finally. I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import. So listen well. While on a charitable mission to Isari village, the acting viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces. This brazen, unconscionable act cannot and will not go unanswered. As loyal subjects of the Empire, who enjoy her safety and prosperity, you have a duty to defend her as well. There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line.
Gran consuelo.
Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks. Cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your homes. You first.
No son tan poquitos que los van a dejar sin gente.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect.
And lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
¿El niño? Ah, el hermano.
Don't worry, I will be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away, and do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right? Remember that I love you.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own ruby time.
Se los llevan como prisioneros.
There's no telling what might happen to those people. We have to help them.
And we shall, but before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first village the Garleans have visited, nor is it like to be the last. I will track these men. Will you help me? Pray return to our headquarters and tell the others what you saw here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I would know that they are ready.
But I should be going with you. I came here to fight!
Soon enough, Lys. Soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
Sí, Lys. Espérate. Todavía no es tu momento de partir caras.
I know that. I do. It's just... when I saw them rounding those people up... Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all.
Regardless of what the officer claimed, I fear they had crueler designs for these people. Let me Jengo. We must hurry. Ok, mira, ahí está. Given the circumstances, we must make every effort to refrain from needless violence. Tocan, a ver, creo que... No me había dado cuenta que tenía el de iniciando y aquí estamos. Bueno, no importa. Here, it's a shinobi tool for when a more discreet approach is required. Use it with these darts. They are coated with an alchemical reagent that induces a deep sleep. There are soldiers patrolling ahead. Where the circumstance is different, we will engage them directly, but for the villar's sake, we dare not risk it. We will use or blow guns to incapacitate them. Regardless of your familiarity with such weapons, you're a veteran warrior. I am sure it will come naturally to you. Nevertheless, practice is in order. There's soldier on the hill below. Take aim and fire. If the dart finds his mark, he will fall within moments. Well done, my friend. Now, give me your map. There is a vantage point from you may observe and fire upon the other soldiers. Worry not, I shall be with you every step on the way. Keeping watch for other patrols, we shall speak again on the other side of the river. Whoa. Espera. Ok. Desde aquí. Todavía para allá. Voy a cerrar por el puerto. Uy. Ahí está. A dormir. Mira. ¿Qué es aquí? Ok, bueno. Listo, sigamos buscando. Todavía más al sur. Ay, creo que va a ser allá adentro. Que esté en verde es lo raro. A ver. Excellent work, Jengo. They appear to be none the wiser. The villagers are being held in the castrum to the south, Fluminis. Once it was the base operations for the Guardian occupation until 10 or so years ago. When they relocated Doma Castle, now the castrum serves as a little more than a storage facility. I spy 2 sentries near the gate. As you have proven yourself to have impeccable aim, I will ask you to incapacitate them. This very hill should afford you a clear shot. Ok, vamos para arriba. Bueno, esto. Ah, ya, solo tenía que ponerle más. Don't worry, Jengo. You have the gifts, the ways of the shinobi. The way is clear. Let us move closer and see what has become of the villagers. Sir, the Anne for the villagers are assembled for inspection. Very good. I will address them personally. Attention, shortly you all will be transported to the facility on the distant shore. Your duties, as you have been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. More specifically, you will be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as Magitech devices. Magitech? We are farmers, we don't know the first thing about Magitech. It would take us months, if not years, to learn to do that kind of work. The material in question was damaged when your kid and kin rose up in rebellion, therefore you bear responsibility for its repair. If you cannot perform your duties, you will learn how. And if you cannot learn how, then your villagers may find themselves at the mercy of Confederacy and other radical elements. Is that what you want? Deal with this rabble. I am needed at the castle. This is no temporary measure. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to our facility, it will be too late. If we are to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? Then let us be about it. Despite the urgency of the situation, we must still proceed with the utmost caution to ensure safety of the villagers. To which we must infiltrate the castrum without raising the alarm. A ver, ahorita regreso. Muy bien, ya estoy de regreso, había que echar la basura. I will deal with any soldiers at the entrance. Stand watch for others approaching from the north until you hear my signal. Okay. Speak softly. The less the other heroes. What was that? Nani moimasen. That's good. We may proceed as planned. These others shall not soon wake. However, the others are too close to the villagers. Incapacitating them as I did this once is far too risky. Unfortunately, a solution presents itself. I will have you to disguise yourself as an Imperial soldier and convince them that change of the war is in order. You have your pick of uniforms, they shall not protest. Vamos a quitarle la ropa. I have seen another, right? This uniform is reflective of not this one. Entonces, ya cambiaron el tamaño de Rodger. La primera vez intenté el ancho y no me dejaron. With all due care and consideration, you relieve the sleeping soldier of the uniform. You have chosen when you are liking them? Excellent. I shall hide these ones where no one will find them. ¿En un bote de basura? Our sleeping BTs have been laid to rest in their bunks. Oh, and while I was at the barracks, I happened upon these spare uniforms in case the items in your possession are not of your liking. Okay. Kiwagi choca. Y Hakama. Okay. This Kabuto and Teko should match the Uwagi. Hakama and Choka in your possession. And with that you have a full set. I am sure that once you change, it will seem as though you are bespoke. You will need to give soldiers wearing the villagers a proper Imperial salute to complete the completion and convince them you come here, where I will waiting to deal with them. Change the word, is it? A bloody time. About bloody time, like, just look at this and it's making me depressed. Remind me of when I was in their shows, busy myself in peace. Shoo. Is it 10 already? Not that I complaining, mine, but I thought the others would be gone longer. This one shall receive only along with the others. And with that there are no more sellers to trouble us. You can dispose of the accursed uniform too. It is time to guide the villagers to freedom. Okay, estas cosas. No sé por qué la interfaz es tan necia. La verdad nunca voy a usar estas cosas después, así es que... Muy bien. Vamos. Estos tipos con sus uniformes sí le da, digamos, la famosa, comillas, sensación de unidad, pero ay, qué flojera me dan. Negro, tienen que huir a algún lugar.
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place quickly.
Dealt with them? Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
Claro.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
You were Lord Hien's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse. It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help, all right?
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
Elder, your face.
We all have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost. Our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity. How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive. My lord prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
If the Imperials come for me, I will tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman.
Tell them whatever you must to keep your loved ones safe.
Why would you... after everything?
Que su gente. Por eso. Ay, que está volado. Apologies, Jengo. I was lost in thought. They have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools for luring them to rise once more. Yet I have to believe, that in the heart of hearts they still. Now is not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that battlefields the mind and memories. We must administer it to the soldiers ere they wake. The medicine will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They will suspect that they fell asleep at their post and be reluctant to discuss it with others. It is no more than a temporary measure. We dare not kill them for the sake of the villagers. Then to the last two I put to sleep, I shall see to the others. Chiflado spell.
Forgive me for making you search. It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
Ah, sí, conocí a tus padres.
To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father. They are in good health then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me. That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kaien and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all, brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them and Doma. But in the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind. that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness. I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me?
¿Qué te dijo?
He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger." Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
It will not always be so.
So I pray, and thus do I labor to see a new day dawn, regardless of my misgivings. When all is said and done, we can but carry on, together. An Imperial airship.
Córrele.
It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
Pero creo que es ya en... hasta allá. Vamos a hacer así de acá. Dogo, you will have returned some significant chance rewards. Do not make me laugh. The husband to us when I get over there. Te va buscando. Ah, ok. voy a hacer por ella. Ah, pues sureste. Ah, no, debe ser allá. Vamos al Cuesta Azul. Muy bien. Muy bien, muy bien. Dios, Ay, pero los... Se me ha olvidado. Los ahorita no me van a servir hasta nivel 80, creo. Hasta nivel 80. Come, we must tell the others of this airship, or hear what they know of it. Todo el mundo está corriendo.
There you are. What happened? Are the villagers all right?
We freed them, along with many others. Kosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces. Though Yotsuyu governs Doma, Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri. You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation. He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all.
Te recuerda la cachetada que le dio.
And learn from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there. Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom. Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child.
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I cannot, I will not forsake them!
Yugiri, wait!
What now?
Solo hay una cosa que hacer. Intentar conquistar el mundo. Está buena. Ok, dame. I will not pursue her. It is for her to think in our master's words and recognize the futility of her cause. Those at least are my thoughts upon the matter. Yours may be different. Should you wish to give chase, I will not bar your path. We each have but one life, and it is not to be spent recklessly in pursuit of our goals. I pray she realizes it this soon. Supongo que es de este lado. A ver. Ah, no, es esta. Because this send you to stop me. Nah. Then you came on your own free will. I should be surprised if you agreed with my chosen course. No one else did. But it is not as fanciful as they should have you to believe. A scan moments ago, I received the Crown Princess itinerary from one of the spies in the castle. Thus, seeing that Xenos have no desire to remain in Doma any longer than necessary. He wishes to inspect the moon gates this very eve. His impatience is to our advantage. He arrived without warning and gave Jojutsu no time to prepare. The whole castle is in a state of upheaval. To avoid any decay, he has declined a full escort, and will be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. The kami could not have left us with such auspicious circumstances. I will kill him, Jengo. I will. You mean we will kill him? Alright, Ryan, you understand the risks. Forgive me, of course you do. May have better than I. But are you sure? Clarín? Thank you. I cannot express what this means to me. We have much to discuss, but we can do so on the way. Yuzuka Manor is some distance from here. We must hurry. Stay calm. No one knows you were here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you overheard rebels plotting to kill Crown Prince. Stupid. You know how it ends, and they only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to. Está la fregada. Ok. Bueno, yo estoy acá. Rayos. ¿No puede explicar que está por acá? igual ya es por donde puse el marcador. ¿No? ¿Ahí son todas? Ah, mira. No nos falta un quest. Y seguramente es historia. Ah, pues eso no me lo van a dar ya hasta que yo regrese, yo creo. This is fair enough. Let us discuss our plan of attack. Sinon's itinerary is as follows. He will depart Doma Castle by ship and approach the Moon Gates. The Magitech field will be deactivated briefly, allowing this vessel to pass. He will then continue on these very docks, where he and his entourage will disembark. As you can see, this area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple avenues of escape, this manor is better suited to our needs. Let us split and search for suitable hiding places. Voy a hacer esto como samurai. Ah, mira, tengo quest. Historia. De ayudar. From the roof we will have clear view of the docks. It's outlet. We shall lie in wait until Xenos arrives. As discussed, if all goes to plan, we shall fall with my first blow. If not, then the two of us will have to engage him in open combat. His escort is of no consequence, which means that we will have 2-to-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he is not to be underestimated. All that remains is to wait. Trust that you are ready. Nada más hago una escala y le doy que sí. Ok, listos.
He comes.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
There's a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark. Or there will be no joy in this hunt.
Shinobi? I mean without my brute.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Kayed! For Doma!
Ah!
Mayhap I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound. Then again, I am loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
Oh, rayos, dame estos sonidos.
This day you die. Leave this to me.
Uy.
All right. Let us put you to the proof.
No, I must fight on. I must.
Run, beast, run. Yeah. 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 Give me something to remember.
Oops. Fallé. Ah, ese ataque estaba fuerte. Normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
This day you die. Leave this to me.
All right. Let us put you to the proof.
No, I must fight on. I must.
Run, beast, run. Give me something to remember. Don't stop now. I see.
Otra vez derrotado.
Ah, I remember you, Al Amigo, the champion of the savages.
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall.
Uy.
Oh, how right I was to spare your life. Hear me, hero. Endure. Survive. Live. For the rush of blood. For the time between the seconds. Live. The sole pleasure left me in this empty, ephemeral world. Live! You are not worthy.
Oh, vaya.
Get away from them, you imperial dog!
No, don't. You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away! What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are!
Ay, hice. ¿Te ganas?
I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would have given anything to forget, to walk away, but I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt. So we came, all of us, for you, for ourselves, for Doma!
Death is death, regardless of the reason. Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will even begin to redress the balance.
How wrong you are! Go, now! Guzetsu, see to Yugiri.
Hey!
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them!
Meh.
My lord.
No sé de... está bien que se vayan. No me interesan. Osetsu. It is now that we'll know healing with time. It's alright here. Let's have some water. I don't think we were followed gods. I had no idea what was going to that man's head, but I am hugely glad he decided to leave. Oh, and don't thank Alfinol. He is at the House of the Fierce, patiently waiting for your gratitude. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about Yugiri's plan, and how you, of all people, had decided to help her. He was in such panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled. As were you. I was rather composed, as I recall, though that is neither here nor there. Vamos a cambiar de job. Right, everyone ready? Woo! Can you believe it? We face the Crown Prince himself and live to tell the tale. You have no idea what this means for us. Everyone is talking about getting more weapons and armor, and we are not going to stop until we have taken back our homeland. Ah, right. Getting a bit ahead of us, are we? We got 1 to 10 first. We should get back to the village. Okay. A la villa será. How are you feeling after fighting that demon? I can only imagine. I suppose I'd apologize to you for, Anyway, thank you for not giving up on us, the Shinobi too.
How are you feeling, my lady?
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
stare any harder and you're like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
I've got nothing more to say to them. I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety, and endangered I know not how many others in so doing. Scorning your wise counsel, I knowingly defied our master's wishes, and left you no choice but to follow suit.
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words, and the intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself. In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
And there they are!
Hola, Liz. Oh, Alfina.
Well be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new primal slayer.
Ay, Alfina.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what. I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us. Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a room.
You see. Vas, Alfina.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore. Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, a popular uprising, spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front, may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one. He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no less a deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
started traveling to a scene step, Jengo. I found Lord Hien once before, and I am confident I can do so again. Moreover, it was to me whom he put the question of no man's resolve. I feel it my duty to deliver to him our people's reply. Our countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has been since I looked at his face. It will be of great comfort to see him again, and no small comfort if you were to join us in the search, I should say. The years are of no moment. You need not to fear for me. I will wait no longer to greet my young lord and master. Nay, I should be glad to accompany Yugiri and bring him back home. I wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I heard, he is about the same age as me, and then there's Fordola, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. I heard he was born and raised in an imperial province. This all he's ever known, but unlike her, he chose to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe if I understand that, it will help me to understand a lot of other things. And in the constant waiting, not to get back, I want to go to. Okay. In the meantime, how shall I occupy myself? The beloved king returned to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion. Not a story I would ever hear in Sharlayan or Ulysit. Not in those words, perhaps, but no land people is so cynical to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds no matter where they go. To bless you, you speak from personal experience. As much as this Lord Hien intrigues us, Jengo, there are vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparations for the inevitable assault on Doma Castle, for one. There is also the matter of coordinating our efforts with the Confederacy and our comrades in Kugane. Dealing with this troublesome iterate, I will go on, but you understand. As I said before, we are millions things to do here. As much as Rufino and I would love to join the search, we cannot write for that. We shall depart to a same step at once. You will be joining us, Jengo. For our part, we shall do what we can do to aid the Doman Liberation Front in your absence. We will refrain from conducting any large-scale operations in your absence, and instead devote our energies to bolstering our ranks and training our new recruits. When you return, we will be ready for war. If anything happens, if you need us to come back sooner, you better contact us. No sacrifices are allowed, so remember? Follow me, my friends. We have many months to travel before we reach Reunion. Wait, don't leave yet. Here, take this for the road. It's simple fare, but it's the least we can do for you, after what you did for us. It may be stupid and naive of me to say this, but I will. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials and we will our freedom, so don't keep us waiting too long. Mientras tanto, de equipos toma Castle.
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror. Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself. Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds. They render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsman of hope. To make an example of Doma, such as was ordered. Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for.
Cállate, idiota.
Oh!
Te odio.
They say your Eorzean is helping the rebels. I want him dead. I want his friends dead. I want the heads of everyone he knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
You mean I can finally go after him? I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, my lady, he won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
Para todas las veces que has escapado tú. Ahora vamos a ir a Vania.
This is the place. When his shade was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are.
Shinryu.
Yet, if this be the work of the earth, what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say, damn you, old fellow.
If you are ready, let us depart for reunion in a step. Our route will be somewhat circuitous. We will need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north to the coast past Isari. Here we will turn north until we arrive at a cave, to which must pass in order to reach the ascent step. These Gosetsu have already gone on ahead. We should carry on as well. Ah, there you are. This is the cave. After you.
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The Yazim steppe, home to countless roaming tribes. A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation. With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope, in search of him.
Adunkin. It's very flat, except the well is not, I suppose. Orhar is vast and filled with many different peoples. I know next to nothing about the Shaila and their ways. We shall learn together, shall we not? I give you the ascent step, Jengo. Though I should say that this is but one small portion of it. Despite the close proximity, Domans rarely venture this far north. Must find these lands and the people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent reunion are more welcoming than most. Come, it is not good for them. Welcome to Reunion, my friends. Here is where we begin our search for Lord Hien. Is it just me or everyone here, or is everyone here Shaela? I must confess that this is my first time on the step. When last I spoke to Lord Hien, he said he spent much time in these markets. I had hoped we might find him today, but alas. Hey Yugiri, I have a minute to ask. Where an awful lot of sailors here? I'm there. Oh, I thought you knew. The Assyrian state has been home to the nomadic tribes of Shaela inside since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, though they do not constitute a nation, they are a hierarchy of sorts, determined through ritual combat. Funny. If they are so busy fighting each other, you think the Empire will be able to march and take the step with ease? I wonder why they haven't. Why indeed lies, we need it. Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given their fierce reputation on the Shaela warriors who would fight tooth and teeth to oppose them. These lands are not made for men. The soil is thin and the weather is unforgiving. The Shaela found ways to survive, it is true, but they are made of thinner stuff than most Imperials, conscript or citizen. Thanks for having time to explain. It sounds like I have got a lot to learn later. I mean, we are meant to be looking for Hien. Lord Hien, grosera. People from many tribes gather in reunion to trade goods and information. I will be surprised if we cannot learn something of value here. Let us make our inquiries separately, Jengo. Why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? Okay. Booze, fresh booze, your choice of land or zoo. Guaranteed to satisfy. How many will you have, sir? I don't know. Unless another Daxhard is keeping him in her youth, he is not here. The more full her if she took Adoma for a husband. Well, I know about Adoma, let us speak of booze instead. You cannot come to a single step and not to sample the most traditional delicacies. What fortune you have to come hither at this time. Freshly slaughtered, every cut available on request. Organs too, hearts, liver, brains, or a brace of sausages, if you desire only a snack. A doman. Poor me they make domans. I jest. I did see a young mole on the company of one some few days ago. Roasted fish with pumpkin, an exotic foreign delicacy. Cooked to perfection, beloved without the step. Come. You seek domans? Then you are come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find that little flavor with those from the south. Now, if it were Goro you were looking for, or on the other hand, then I might be able to help you. They flock to my stall. I have brought you a new brush, my beloved. So smooth and silky your mane shall be, the envy of every other man. Say it again. You are seeking who? Ah, the doorman. I know who you speak. He comes and goes with a mole girl. Though I could not describe her. I only know that she is mole because I heard them talking as they pass. Mole to us. Vamos a buscar por moles. I am Ura. If you must insist now, come down to the mountains in the north. There is more. Yes, I am Mol. My name is Sirina. May I help you? Oh, I see. You are looking for Hien. In that case, how urgent this business will be to leave our conversation unfinished? The king's eye. Will you budge it? There is one bullet left. If not, then I will. Thought I had not enough to pay so high a price. It is a bargain for which you should be grateful. If you like the coin, then the fault is your own, and you will leave with nothing. The Samus had the king's eye. The ghost themselves requested it. We are going to their will. Pay me the difference in Whisper. I will sell it to the next apothecary to pass through. Renan and we will each feel fairly treated. But not to tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I will not refuse him. I understand. Thank you for your kindness. I am sorry, we will speak of him later. I cannot leave reunion without that king's eye. Esto es un GNB y Dancer. You want to help me? Is that it? I don't know what... I don't know what to say. Thank you, Jengo. Thank you. The lumbering ones we must fell wander the plains to the west of Rhenium. If we each harvest 2, then we will have enough to restore roots. Return here when you have finished. Good luck. Welcome back, Jengo. Have you brought the whisper root? Blessed is he who shows kindness to strangers, for which fortune does he ever ride? Will this quantity suffice? It shall. The king's eye is yours. The gods favor you more than you know, child. Udgan really have need of such herbs, and so much stock is limited. Had you come a day earlier or later, I will have none for you. Perhaps the gods guide me here, and as they guided grandmother, as they guided this man from the west.
Hey! How goes the search? Any luck?
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master!
Well met, Cyrena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Oh, please! It is I who should be grateful.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second! Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the fate of your superiors? Superiors? I spit on your superiority, little prince! Twisted and mad as sand devils your kind are!
Those two don't seem to like each other very much.
Those boys are of the Oronir and Dothal, the two strongest tribes. The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law, for now. Grand, flamboyant fighters, but deadly, very deadly. He prances as a horse, as do his brothers after their many recent victories. The Undyne ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past. Now they are sorely tested. Ah, the master of the markets. He is Castir. To fight in reunion is forbidden, and to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castir. They do not speak.
That's interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
I shall look for you on the field at the Narden. Mark my words! As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothar heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day.
The dispute will be settled at the Narden?
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan San. During this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Zayla are equal and free to prepare for the fight. The tribe which triumphs in the Narden rules until the next Sahan San, which in these lands is now.
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Castir, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly. Never mind that. You see Kian, yes? I know where he may be.
Long ago, my grandmother, having received a wisdom from the gods, bade me to go forth to the Thornton Mountains. It was there that I found Hien, near dead from many wounds. I brought him to our village, and there we nursed him back to health. Afterwards, he chose to remain, that he may repay us for our kindness. No man set much store by honor and shame, so at first I did not question it. Excuse me if I could see your map for a moment? Here. He has grown fond of this place. It affords him a view of the markets and the steppe. I will accompany you, but I must return to our village and prepare my grandmother's meal. Thank you again for your assistance. How long ago awaited union is at hand. Come, my friends, let us go and greet our Lord and Master. Esta cosa la siento más lenta que todo lo demás. Ok, vamos a hablar con Lord Hien. Y si eso no lo cambia a verde, pues ya.
The Kami are merciful! My Lord Hien, I see you are alive and well.
Ah, you are come sooner than expected. So, my blade or my head, which will you have of me?
The people of Yansha remain loyal to Doma. I have seen the fire in their eyes. They are ready to rise up and fight. The time is ripe, my lord. Return with us, blade in hand, and lead Doma to freedom.
Not less than liberty will suffice, then. A pity. It will prove far more difficult to deliver than my head. But if my people wish to pursue an impossible dream, then who am I to deny them? You, Giri, Go-Setsu, and,
Un par más.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn, my lord. Good and true friends who opened their hearts and homes to us when we fled to Eorzea. Far across the sea they have journeyed to stand with us in the fight for Doman liberation. To oppose the Empire, as they have in the West, where they are lauded as heroes for their many deeds.
Say no more, Yogiri. Say no more. I observed how you helped Cyrano, to whom I am deeply indebted. For that and for the aid you provided my people, you have my deepest gratitude. There is no doubting your strength nor your character. It would be my honor to fight by your side. So, what of Doma? Arise, my friends, and tell me of our home. I have made my decision. You, Giri, I bid you return to Yansha and take charge of our forces in preparation for my homecoming. As for our esteemed guests, I would ask that you remain here with me, since you will be a great help in the coming days.
Your will is my command, my lord, but how much longer do you intend to stay?
Oh, only until I have won the contest. I mean to return at the head of the Zayla army.
You mean to participate in the Narden?
Have you a better idea? Consider how soundly we were defeated before. The Imperials may have since grown weaker, but we are weaker still. It would be folly to challenge them without first supplementing our forces, so yes, I intend to win the Nada and enlist the aid of every able-bodied Zayla I can. Furthermore, by championing them all in the contest, I can at last repay their kindness. Lest you forget they saved me from certain death, and a man who suffers such debts to go unpaid is without honor and unfit to lead.
Just so, just so. Our lord has spoken, Ugiri. But take heart, I shall keep him safe. And should it come to it, bring him back by force.
This is no laughing matter, Gosetsu. But if these are my orders, very well. Once more I place my faith in you. Pray look after them both.
Looks like it's up to us then. Though it does seem a bit risky. Isn't Hien meant to be the next king of Doma or something?
So they say. Though in truth I am but a pale reflection of my late father. All the more reason to entreat your assistance. For ours is an impossible dream. To set in motion a revolution that will rattle the very firmament and shake off the yoke of the most powerful empire in the world.
Ok, vamos a terminar el quest. Jengo was it? Once again, allow me to thank you for your many deeds in service to Doma. For 25 years did my father rule in name only. My rule, if one will deign to call it that, has been not in comparison. That changes now. We have a purpose and a plan. And after we take to the battlefield together, we will have victory as well. But you are a practical man, I can tell. Disinclined to trust in words, then actions speak truer. I can relate. Ok. Creo que podemos dejar hasta aquí el stream de esta noche. ¿Qué más? Yo creo que eso sería todo. Gracias por la compañía de esta noche. Que tenga muy buen que tengan muy buena noche, que descansen y nos vemos mañana. Chao.